Did you know that China is home to one of the largest frog farming industries in the world, producing millions of frogs each year for human consumption? Frog farming has grown into a massive industry, meeting the high demand for frog meat in China and other parts of Asia. This fascinating practice combines traditional farming methods with modern technology, creating a sustainable source of protein. In this video, we'll take you through the entire process of frog farming in China, from setting up a farm and raising millions of frogs to the intricate methods of processing them for meat. We'll explore the history of this unique industry, the specific requirements for raising frogs, and the cutting-edge facilities where they are processed. By the end of this video, you'll gain a deeper understanding of how frog farming has become a lucrative and essential part of China's agricultural landscape. Frog farming in China has deep roots, with its origins tracing back to ancient times, when frogs were collected from the wild for food. However, it wasn't until the latter half of the 20th century that frog farming became a structured industry. Initially, the farming of frogs was a small-scale operation, mostly done in rural areas to supplement local diets. Over the years, as the demand for frog meat grew, particularly in urban areas, the practice evolved into a large-scale commercial industry. Today, frog farming is a multi-million-dollar sector, providing both a sustainable food source and economic opportunities for many rural communities. Frog meat is considered a delicacy in many parts of China and is prized for its tender texture and mild flavor. It is often compared to chicken in taste and is used in a variety of traditional dishes, including stir-fries and soups. Beyond its culinary appeal, frog meat is also valued for its nutritional benefits, being high in protein and low in fat. The demand for frog meat has led to the development of specialized farming techniques that allow for the efficient and humane raising of frogs, ensuring a consistent supply to meet the needs of consumers. The ideal location for a frog farm is one with a warm, humid climate, which mimics the natural habitat of frogs. In China, frog farms are often situated in rural areas with abundant water sources, such as ponds or marshlands. The environment must be carefully controlled to ensure the right temperature, humidity, and water quality, as these factors are crucial for the health and growth of the frogs. A well-designed farm will also include shaded areas to protect the frogs from direct sunlight and predators. The most commonly farmed species of frogs in China is the American bullfrog, Lithobates catsbionis, known for its rapid growth rate and large size. This species is particularly well suited to farming because it can thrive in a controlled environment and reaches market size relatively quickly. Other species, such as the Chinese pond frog, Pelophylax nigromaculatus, are also farmed but on a smaller scale. Each species requires specific care, and farmers must be knowledgeable about their unique needs to ensure successful cultivation. A successful frog farm requires a range of infrastructure and equipment to support the different stages of frog development. This includes breeding ponds for egg laying, grow-out ponds or tanks where tadpoles can develop into adult frogs, and feeding systems that deliver the appropriate diet at each stage of growth. Additionally, farms need filtration systems to maintain water quality, as well as nets or fences to prevent frogs from escaping and to protect them from predators. Modern frog farms may also use automated systems to monitor environmental conditions, ensuring that the frogs remain healthy and grow efficiently. The breeding of frogs in a farm setting is a carefully managed process designed to maximize the number of healthy offspring. Typically, breeding takes place in specially designed ponds or tanks that simulate the natural environment of the frogs. During the breeding season, which is usually triggered by temperature and humidity conditions, male frogs call out to attract females. Once mating occurs, the female lays a large number of eggs, often in clusters that float on the water's surface. These eggs are then carefully collected by farm workers to ensure they are not disturbed by predators or environmental factors. After collection, the frog eggs are transferred to a controlled environment where they can hatch safely. This environment is maintained at an optimal temperature and oxygen level to promote healthy development. Within a few days to weeks, depending on the species and conditions, the eggs hatch into tadpoles. Tadpole care is crucial during this stage as they are particularly vulnerable. They are fed a nutrient-rich diet, often consisting of algae, plants, and specially formulated feed to support their rapid growth. The water quality is closely monitored to prevent the buildup of waste and to maintain the necessary pH and oxygen levels. The growth of frogs from tadpoles to mature frogs involves several stages. Initially, tadpoles are entirely aquatic, breathing through gills and feeding on plant matter. As they grow, they undergo metamorphosis, a process in which they gradually develop limbs, lose their tails, and their gills are replaced by lungs for breathing air. This transformation is closely monitored, and the environment is adjusted to accommodate their changing needs. Once the frogs reach maturity, typically within a few months, they are ready for harvesting. These adult frogs are then carefully collected, ensuring that only those that have reached the desired size and weight are selected for processing. The diet of farmed frogs is tailored to their specific needs at each stage of their growth. Tadpoles are primarily herbivorous, consuming algae, plants, and commercial feed, designed to promote rapid development. As they metamorphose into frogs, their diet shifts to a more carnivorous one, consisting of insects, small fish, and high-protein pellets. Providing the right balance of nutrients is essential to ensure healthy growth and to prevent developmental issues. Feeding is typically done on a regular schedule, with careful attention to portion sizes to avoid overfeeding, which can lead to water contamination and health problems. Maintaining the health of farmed frogs is a critical aspect of frog farming. Common health issues include bacterial and fungal infections, which can spread rapidly in crowded conditions. To prevent disease, farmers implement strict biosecurity measures, including regular water testing, sanitation of equipment, and quarantine procedures for new or sick frogs. Vaccinations and treatments may be administered as necessary, and the overall health of the frog population is monitored closely. Early detection of illness is vital, as it allows for timely intervention, reducing the risk of widespread outbreaks and ensuring the welfare of the frogs. When the frogs reach the desired size and maturity, they are ready for harvesting. The harvesting process is usually done manually or with the help of nets, where workers carefully collect the frogs from their enclosures. The timing of the harvest is crucial, as frogs must be at peak condition to ensure high-quality meat. Harvesting is often done early in the morning or late in the evening, when the frogs are less active, minimizing stress on the animals. The frogs are then placed in containers designed to keep them calm and prevent injury during transport to the processing facility. Once the frogs are harvested, they undergo a sorting and grading process. This involves sorting the frogs based on their size, weight, and overall condition. Larger, healthier frogs are typically graded higher and are more valuable in the market. The sorting process is essential for ensuring consistency in the final product, as different grades of frogs may be processed and sold for different purposes. For example, premium-grade frogs might be reserved for gourmet markets, while others are used for general consumption. This grading process helps maximize the value of the harvest and ensures that only the best quality frogs are sent for processing. Once the frogs are harvested and sorted, they are transported to specialized processing facilities. These factories are equipped with modern machinery designed to handle the delicate process of turning live frogs into packaged meat products. A tour of a typical frog processing factory reveals a highly organized system, where hygiene and efficiency are top priorities. Conveyor belts, automated sorting machines, and cutting-edge cleaning stations ensure that the processing is done quickly and safely, minimizing any potential contamination. Workers in these facilities are trained to follow strict protocols, ensuring that the entire process meets health and safety standards. The humane slaughtering of frogs is a crucial aspect of the processing stage. In compliance with ethical standards, the frogs are euthanized quickly and humanely, typically using methods that minimize stress and pain. After slaughter, the frogs are thoroughly cleaned to remove any impurities. This cleaning process involves the removal of the skin, internal organs, and other non-edible parts, leaving only the meat that will be processed further. The cleaned frogs are then rinsed multiple times to ensure they meet food safety regulations before moving on to the packaging stage. Once the frogs have been processed and cleaned, the meat is carefully packaged for distribution. Depending on the market requirements, the frog meat may be packaged whole, in parts, or even ground. The packaging is designed to preserve freshness and extend the shelf life, often utilizing vacuum sealing or freezing techniques. Once packaged, the frog meat is stored in temperature-controlled environments until it is ready to be shipped. Distribution networks then ensure that the meat reaches markets, restaurants, and consumers, both locally and internationally. The demand for frog meat in gourmet cuisine and traditional dishes drives a robust distribution system, ensuring that the product is readily available wherever there is a market. Frog farming has proven to be a profitable venture for many farmers in China, offering a significant economic boost to rural communities. The relatively low cost of setting up and maintaining a frog farm, combined with the high demand for frog meat, makes it an attractive option for small and large-scale farmers alike. The revenue generated from frog farming not only supports the livelihoods of the farmers, but also contributes to the local economy by creating jobs and fostering related industries, such as feed production and processing facilities. Additionally, the export market for frog meat provides opportunities for further income, as Chinese frog meat is highly sought after in international markets. While frog farming offers economic benefits, it also raises important environmental considerations. Sustainable practices are essential to minimize the impact on local ecosystems. Farmers must carefully manage water usage and waste to prevent pollution and ensure that the natural habitats surrounding farms are not adversely affected. Additionally, maintaining genetic diversity within farmed frog populations is important to avoid the potential risks of inbreeding and disease outbreaks. By implementing sustainable farming practices, such as using environmentally friendly feed and maintaining natural breeding cycles, farmers can reduce the environmental footprint of frog farming and contribute to the preservation of local wildlife. In this video, we explored the fascinating world of frog farming in China, from the initial setup of a farm to the detailed processes of breeding, raising, and harvesting frogs. We took a closer look at how frog meat is processed in state-of-the-art facilities, ensuring that the final product meets high standards of quality and safety. We also discussed the significant economic benefits frog farming brings to local communities, as well as the environmental considerations that must be managed to sustain this industry. Frog farming is not only a thriving industry, but also a key contributor to the agricultural economy, providing a unique and valuable source of protein. Now, if you found this video informative and would like to learn more about unique farming practices and food processing, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Your support helps us continue to bring you fascinating stories from around the world.